All right, guys, we're here with break number 4. 2 and 3 are still filling. We have 5 up as well. I'll post 6 tomorrow. Will be the same break as this. Hopefully, we can start to get some of these filled, though. Because, like I said, if we can get some of the bigger picker teams filled, I'll start to post smaller ones. But we got to get the bigger ones filled first. I'm not going to have smaller picker teams just lingering with the big ones still out there. But let's get rolling here. Oh, man, I left the box cutter upstairs. Let me go grab it. Do have a big 1 second. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, 2 hobby boxes, 2 HTAs. Hopefully everyone's having a good start to their weekend. And Calrican Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Butler to Cargan. When I start up on the 4 boxes. Good luck to everybody in the break. Welcome to new folk. See, like I said, I miscounted the amount of spots, I guess, and that's why I ended up giving the Cubs away for free. Let's get rolling here. We will start with a hobby box, and then we'll rotate hobby, HTA, hobby, HTA. I mean, honestly, the first full case break we did was pretty good. I don't think it was that bad of a break. I think it had some nice cards. There's a mini up for the HTA, and then I'll post a second mini to try to get it filled. I'll really push them tomorrow. Like I said, I'd love to get these breaks filled. I'm willing to work some deals, but like if a break drops, you can't offer like half price or $50 off a team. If I could make the teams that much less, I just would make them that price. Like, just so we're clear with that, because I know there's some offers I got that are just too low. Like, I don't know how else to say it. We have Luisa Reyes, Masataka Yoshida, Jordan Walker, Arrays, Reimer, Neto, Ruiz. We're going to have Carlos De La Cruz for the Phillies. Nice hit here for the Phillies on the green. That's going to Joe Gastouch. And his first break in the group, so nice hit for the Phillies and Joe. So one of the this is the second guy on the Phillies talent-wise. Pretty good, pretty high potential. We have Montez, Caminero, Judge, Francisco Alvarez. We got Vinny Pasquantino for the Royals. It's going to be a 19 out of 499 on the refractor. Going to Phillip Lemons. We're going to have Castro, Acuna, Brown, and Liover Peguero. Nick York, Melton, Vargas, Casey Schmidt, Julian prospect process on the Drew Jones, De Los Santos, Vladimir, O'Hoppe, Alonso, Alvarez on the iconic Drew Gilbert, and Galiz. Hey, how you doing, Jeff? To the second mini box here, we got Garcia, Gunnar Henderson, Anthony Gutierrez for the Rangers on the purple. It's going to be 150 out of 250. Jonathan Mejia. We have Lawler, Joey Ortiz, Bryce Miller, Dominguez, Plaz, Benjamin, Peraza, Wander Franco, Ketel Marte. And that's going to the Diamondbacks, 259 out of 499. Going to Jared Welch. And the D-backs on the Marte. I have Alex Ramirez, Tamaris, Yelich, Oswald Peraza. We have Jackson Chourio on the Brewers, and I believe this is the Bowman Ascensions. I think this is the case hit this year. We didn't get one in the first case. I don't know if it's technically a case hit or not. That's going to the Brew Crew and Alejandro. Jackson Chourio got Parada, Munoz, Olson, Riley Green, Daniel Mateo to the Rangers. Going to Carl Cox in his first break. Couple first-timers getting the autos in the first box. We have Jackson Chourio, Luciano, Mervis, Julio Rodriguez, Almeida for the O's, and Jeff on the Shimmer. Some potential there for Almeida, but Balsalo is the main guy. We have Gutierrez and Bonilla. Into an HTA. It's just 3 autograph cards for anybody not familiar with HTA. Last year everyone was begging for me to rip HTA and I couldn't get enough of it. This year I maybe I purchased too much of it because people seem to be disappointed in the HTA, I guess. Looks like we're gonna have 5 cards in here, 4 cards in here. I don't know what's going on. Do we have an extra redemption in here? Or is there paper? Is there paper between the cards, or is it 100% paper between the cards? Okay. We're gonna have Andy Perez for the Rockies. That's going to Tom Gort. The new guy's taking the cake here, beating up the wily veterans. And hits. As that's going into a new guy. Then we have Jordy Vargas on the Mojo, and that's going to be a 58 out of 150. This is an HTA only autograph, as in you cannot get the Mojo outside of HTA. Also going to the Rockies and Tom. And last but not least, we have Jesus Scaliz. 91 out of 299 on the Speckle. Going to the Dodgers. I have 5 cases of Leaf Trinity coming too, so hopefully Trinity goes better than what this is. Going to Todd. Nice hit for Todd Baxley. Last night had some nice Pirates hits as well. Let's say, because I have 5 cases of Leaf coming too. Maybe I'll mix some Bowman Chrome with Leaf, and that'll make it more interesting. Get into the second hobby box. Talking about Trinity or Bowman Chrome? I mean, they both have. Look, I know people are saying Bowman Chrome is a nice checklist. They both have nice checklists. If you're not sure about the Bowman Chrome checklist and you want to ask questions, by all means, hit me up. I'll answer any of your questions about my opinion about certain prospects. Garrett Cole, Francisco Lindor, who I think is the best bang for your buck, etc. Jordan Walker, Francisco, Guerrero, Grayson Rodriguez, Perez. We have Spence Kaufman for the Padres. Obviously, we're looking for the other guy on the Padres. Nonetheless, going to the Padres and Scott Duran, who I believe is a Padres fan, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he's probably not scooping him in this just because of the price point. We have Soto, Osorio, Goldschmidt, Brett Batty. Andre Semena is going to the Guardians, the Venezuela World Baseball Classic, 67 out of 499. Yeah, the Trinity checklist is also nice. I mean, I'm going to try to get more than the 5 cases I have. I'm going to try to add some through DealerNet and whatever else. If we're filling it, right? If we're filling it, I'll keep breaking it. I love Trinity. You know that I was going to say, I think, was it last year, the year before? It was last year. Last year I broke almost like 10 cases of Trinity. It's some of my favorite product. It's a good price point. It has really nice autographs, nice patches. You guys seem to like it. We have Rodriguez, Eru, Langeliers, and Nick York. Gonna have a bonus autograph, Jose Gerardo. Give me my soccer announcer voice. Nice autograph for the Marlins, Josh Pierce, getting in there on the bonus. It's like Christmas on a Friday. We have Jorge, Montgomery, Alvarez, Garrett Mitchell, Jackson Holiday, Johnson, Gutierrez, Arraez, Yoshida, Mike Trout on the Iconic, Cepeda, and Brooks Lee. Like I said, I'll post the same break tomorrow. I'm going to post it early. I'm going to actually schedule for tonight, post it early in the morning. It'll probably drop around 10 o'clock or so. It's not really like you got to rush to get like, oh, I got to have my team first. But what I want to do is I want to try to fill a couple of these tomorrow. So I'm going to post it as early as possible. Get it filled. I do have to play in a softball tournament. But I'll rip them in the evening and I'll start ripping them earlier than this. It did not fill all the way up yet, Jeff. Working on it. Trying to get... I have a mini up for some of the teams and then just trying to, like... I lowered the price of some of the teams and then somebody offered me a price on, like, the Padres, but he didn't want HTA. He wanted it only for... He thought it was a regular Bowman Chrome, so... I'm willing to work some on price, but... We have Jose Ramirez, Fernando Tatis Jr., Samuel Zavala on the Gold Shimmer going to the Padres and Scott. One of the top prospects in the Padres organization. 1 out of 50, so the bookend. Nice hit there. We have Luis Torres, Jackson Holiday, Moreno, Luis Robert, Colt Keith, Elijah Green, Anthony Jones. Have Rizzo, Carter Young on the Speckle. Going to the Orioles and Jeff. 162 out of 299. The Orioles losing first place to the Rays tonight, getting smoked. We have Spencer Jones, Merrill, Alvarez, Mookie Betts, Rafael Devers, Dano, Collier, Cabrera, Arenado. All right, so anybody that doesn't know about this Dano guy, go look up his numbers. He's batting about 303, has an 800-plus OPS. He's 17 years old, plays catcher. Plus arm, 6'2", already at 17. That's one of the guys, if you can grab the Reds cheap somewhere. That's one of my... I know he's number 10 on most lists, but he's a sleeper. This card has damage on it, just so you know, Brewers. 5 out of 499, Garrett Mitchell. Also one of those guys I think you should... If you can grab yourself some Garrett Mitchells, you will be happy next year when he comes back. Nice Garrett Mitchell. Going to Alejandro. I mean, it's not a nice one because it's damaged, but a nice, nonetheless, Garrett Mitchell is one of my guys. We have Rivas, Torrent, Vargas, Buxton. We have Brett Wisely for the Rays. On the base. And that's going to go to Patrick. And then we have Latigua and Chavilli. Yes, you hit an autograph and a parallel. They're in the back row. I do a recap at the end just so you know, Carl. And like I was saying, for anybody that did come in late, we'll post the same exact break tomorrow at 2 and 2. random teams. If we can get some of these pick your teams filled, I will post smaller pick your teams, like a 3 and a 2 or a 3 and a 3, a 2 and a 2. That way you can kind of chase the guys you want at a smaller price. I don't have an issue if that's how we're going to work through the cases, is lower volume at a time. I'm okay with that. I'm not against it. Just I have to obviously give the case options if I have them, because there's some guys that want to chase guys in cases. Anybody that is new, I do get every product release. I actually have at least 5 gilded collection cases coming, at least 5 of them. I asked for 10 more. We'll see what happens. I am part of the Topps Breaker program, so I do get every product when it comes out. We have Juan Benjamin for the Guardians and a good bit of it. I'm going to post for personals tomorrow for Bowman Chrome 2, and I'm going to try to make the prices as good as possible to try to work through some of this as well. We got Patrick Seidel for the guards on the Juan Benjamin. That is, yes, going to Patrick Seidel. We got Vincent Perozzo to the Mets, and that's going to go to Joshua Gross. We're going to get a green to end it on the HTA. We'll see what it is here in a second. Is going to be a guy that wears glasses on his head. It looks like it's for the Twins. That's going to be Amari Daniel, 36 out of 99. I don't know if Austin is in here or not to give us the down low on this man. Looks like he was drafted in the 14th round, which means he's probably a little bit older. Born in 04, though. He must have decent numbers. Be for the Twins, going to TJ Johnson. That's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. Overall, we did get some nice base first. The centering on them looked pretty good. Didn't look like we had a lot of scratches. I know people were complaining about scratches on their cards. 1 or 2 cards might have a scratch around the border. But you can clean it up a lot with Kurt's Card Care. If you really want to submit cards, let me know. We do PSA submissions here. I'm going to push those a lot more next month or so as well. The last month has just been rough with the kids getting sick and whatnot. But let's go. We got Ketel Marte on the Diamondbacks. Obviously, that's the Dominican Republic card out of $4.99. Garrett Mitchell out of $4.99 for the Brewers. Carter Young out of $2.99 on the Speckle. The Gold Shimmer Savala for the Padres. Jimenez out of $4.99 for the Guardians. We have the case hit on the Bowman Ascension for the Brewers. Almeida on the Shimmer. Pasquantino on the Refractor, $4.99. We have Gutierrez on the True Purple out of $2.50. Yeah, Austin does not have the Twins. I was going to say, it's not a pick your team. On the autographs, we're going to have Juan Benjamin for the Guardians on the base. Going to have Brett Wisely for the Rays on the base. Gerardo on the base for the Marlins. Mateo for the Rangers. Kaufman for the Padres. Perozzo for the Mets. Andy Perez for the Rockies. And then we got a Jordy Vargas on the Mojo out of $150 for the Rockies. Galez for the Dodgers on the Speckle out of $2.99. Amari Daniel on the True Green out of $99. And the True Green, Carlos De La Cruz. This is a pretty good one. If you're a Phillies fan, I would hold him and kind of see what it goes. If not, I try to maybe sell him to a Phillies fan because those fans are nuts and will overpay for things. I was going to say, but that is going to some of the new guys there at the end there, like Carl and Tom and Joe. So I appreciate y'all getting in breaks, checking out the group. I appreciate everyone that's a veteran of the group watching as well. Y'all have a good night and be safe. If any more of the Bowman fills, I will break it. But like I said, we have 3 breaks that are open. I have a mini up for 1. I'm willing to work on the prices for the HTA in the half and half. If you have a decent offer, if you take 2 teams, the offer can be a little bit better. But also don't come at me like $70 off of a $140 team. I'm going to tell you no. Just to be honest with you, like there has to be within a reasonable. Like, you can look around other groups and be like, oh, this other group has it, like, priced like this. Maybe you can do it for this price. But don't come with, like, half off. This ain't rollbacks at Walmart. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night and be safe.